Hello everyone and welcome back to the Roman Reclamation campaign. I'm Count Christo. Let's do this thing. We're all with Athens, we're all with the Knights. I've spent rather a long time looking at court spending and education spending and how it all works and things. And I think I understand it a bit better. I've put a post in the forums pleading for help. But I understand it a bit better. One of the things we need to pay attention to is that the royal court spending is going down far faster than it would normally. The endowment, rather, is going down far faster than it would normally because we've got this darn monopoly on court supplies thing with the burghers, which does give a lovely 20% urban production modifier, but it gives far too much power to them right now. They're getting, with 29% influence, they're probably getting 8% of all our court wealth is getting sent to them every year. That's ridiculous. We can't have that. And the influence gain on it is, it's not that bad, really, having good influence, but it's not fantastic. So we need to get rid of that monopoly on court supplies as soon as possible. Maybe not immediately, but yeah, let's get rid of it immediately. No more monopoly on court supplies. I revoke the burgher monopoly on court supplies. We now get principal court suppliers, which apparently gives no effects. That's weird. They are the principal court suppliers, which now gives them 1 to 5 rather than 2 to 10. Cool. Right. So the way I was getting the maths wrong, if you're interested, and I hope at least some of you are, let's say with the court, let's use education actually. Education is an easier example. Okay. Forget the church contribution, forget the multiplier. Let's say the total amount that goes in after the church contribution is worked out, the state funding and the education multiplier is 1. Then the endowment will trend towards about 20 times 1 because it's going down by 5% a year. But it's not quite 20 times 1. It's slightly different because the endowment is going in every month. You can see we're spending on the I can't remember exactly how the easiest way to see this is. I think you can get it in where can you see this? National quality, discretionary expenses. Okay. Every month, we're spending 0.83 on the court. Sorry, we're looking at education. We're spending 0.66 on education every month, right? And the reduction, I assume, happens every year. So the reduction happens after you've put in the extra money. So let's say you had 100 endowment, and then we put in, if it was 100, let's say we put in 5%. We're trying to keep it stable. So it's at 100, we put in 5%, it goes up to 105, and then it removes 5%, not of 100, but of 105, which would take it down to, whatever that is, like 99 or something. And then the next year, we put in 5, it goes up to 104, and it removes 5% of 104 and goes down, and so on. So you need to add in not 5% of 100, but a far harder thing to say, which is 5% of 100 plus 5% of 5% of 100, I think. Ad infinitum. So you put in 5% of 100, 5, and 5% of 5% of 100, 5.25, something like that, and 5% of that, and 5% of that, and so on until you run out of decimal points that you care about. I think, basically. So in order to, basically, if it's 100 and you want it to stay at 100, you have to put in every year about 5.3. Something like that. I think that's right. Now, the questions that I still need answering, which I've posted on the forums. Annual church contributions. Does the education multiplier apply to that? Right. But I'm gonna stop thinking about that because it's been like an hour and a half since I recorded the last episode because I've just been messing about, looking in game files, trying to confirm how much court spending goes down per year and all that kind of fun stuff. They've got surprising numbers of men, these guys, but I think we're gonna get there after the monthly tick, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, good. They grudgingly accepted. I did still lose the stability, unfortunately, but that's not so bad. 1 stability loss for a reform revoke is pretty good. They get the terrain modifier. Training up some new guys, which they don't immediately send in, which is interesting. They have a morale advantage, but we have a tactics and massive discipline advantage. What the heck is up with your discipline, dude? Penalties for failures to decorative officer posts. Not good. We could get a even bigger tech advantage. Let's do that. We don't really have anything else to spend mill points on right now. We're going to catch that cav. Catch that cav. Right, I'm sorry. They have 2-3. We can go fight them. Easy win against the cav, of course. And then a stack wipe, hopefully. Probably. Have to imagine. They're not going to get away. Good. There's the stack wipe. Now we could go over there and deal with them. Or we could stay here and finish this siege. I think I'm going to stay here and finish this siege. We need at least 4,000 men to siege this down. The rest can go back here. Cool. Working on vassalizing this old chappie. Let's just keep his relations topped off. What the heck is Spain doing over here? I think Spain got stuck in Morocco after being at war with Morocco. They don't have a truce with them, though. Ah, here we go. Aragon was at war with Tunisia. Oh, Aragon. You're not going to hold on to this land, my dude. You're going to get massive Sunni rebellions forever. Okay. Now, the goal for this campaign, obviously, is to restore the borders of the Roman Empire. I don't know how quickly we need to expand to accomplish that. Like, do I need to be rushing? Like a kind of world conquest style thing? And my guess is probably not. Because your expansion ramps up late game. Once we get... we'll start getting pretty high... Centralization doesn't work like absolutism, does it? It doesn't give us more expansion capacity. No. But we're going to get more expansion capacity from late game tech. And you get more centralization from later game tech. So I don't feel like we're in a massive hurry. I could be entirely wrong. But I think we can take it relatively calmly. I mean, we need to keep in mind that our goal is to grow a lot. All right, let's keep an eye here. I don't want to lose any galleys. Even if I have to lose the combat, I don't want to lose galleys. I like being able to do this, by the way. Checking, you can fight until your enemy loses 2 ships, but you haven't lost 1, and then retreat, repair, repeat. Distracted religious leadership has expired. Down to 89. It's weird. They seem to kind of all go down a bit relatively steadily, and then suddenly one of them gets focus fired. I don't know what causes that. It's interesting. This one's going down. Oh, here we go. See, they suddenly take a whole bunch of hits. And again, and again, and again. Yeah, okay, let's get out of here. We don't have anywhere with a military harbour still, I don't think. Let me just check. No, that's the wrong one. We're looking for shipwright. No shipwrights. In which case we'll just retreat to right here. They lost a ship and we didn't. Lose 0.11 war score. Oh no. We're going to be at 100 war score before this is over. So, take out these guys. No need to take unnecessary attrition. Manpower isn't high right now. It will be though. Once we take over this whole area, you'll notice the manpower just seems to get out of control high in this mod. Compared to vanilla, you just get huge manpower once you have a stable position. Yeah, we're getting some mild province trauma now. That's because of the famine. Not the famine, the plague. Plagues and sieges are the 2 things that cause province trauma. Oh, there's also floods and earthquakes. And events. Okay, so there's more than 2 things. There's quite a few things, in fact. Don't know why Cyprus has decided to go and stand over here forever. But, it's their life, I guess. Oh, it was a cog that was actually losing stuff there. I could have let that die. Don't really need cogs much right now. I quite enjoyed building my spreadsheets and trying to work out why the heck it was. The reason it took me so long, by the way, trying to work out the education spending was I was not understanding that stuff was getting added in every year. Sorry, every month and then taken away at the end of the year. At least I think that's how it works. So all of my models weren't predicting the equilibrium I expected. They were just constantly declining. I still don't know if there's a formula that can work out exactly how much you put in, because it seems to be an asymptote. An asymptote, and I'm going to define it, in a bad way, because I'm not entirely certain. I think this is what an asymptote is where you... oh, hey, continue attacking artisans to Constantinopolis. Let's just call it Constantinople for convenience's sake. I think we should continue the program. I want to get back up to producing a purple tier good. We need to get up to 75, so If production skill in the province exceeds 150, all extra skill will be given to surrounding provinces. That's really interesting to know. So there might be a case for like really focusing on one province, and then it conveys all the benefits to the surrounding area. That's very interesting. I never knew that. I wonder if it says that anywhere else except on the pop-up to continue attracting skilled artisans. I don't know. I'm hoping we can get this siege won, so we can get over there and kill these guys before we start having problems with them winning their siege. I don't know. I think ongoing sieges don't cause province trauma, unlike in vanilla, where ongoing sieges do cause devastation. Granted, Western trading privileges has expired, so we don't renew them or renew the privileges. Renewing them doesn't give us the 100 lump sum, though. So let's not renew them. Watch our trade income go up gloriously. Here we go. Oh, England's been placed under interdict. That's fine. Again? It's going to be glorious. 2.7. Nice. Lower than normal, obviously, because the plague has decimated the local population, which means we're making less money off it. No, no, no. You don't get to run down here. We're going to cut you off. Turn that fort on so they've nowhere to run. Do I need to kill the Cypriotic, I think, is the mass noun for people from Cyprus? Cypriotic, is that right? Where you going, dude? You can't run past here. He's hiding on Chio. Yeah, so the immediate goal now is just solidify the Aegean node. I want to own all this land, which will entail kicking off with Venice and Genoa. Genoa is still not in the Empire, please. Yes, good. Genoa is not in the Empire. They are allied to Milan, who's pretty strong. We'll also want to take Caffa from Genoa. Easy stack wipe, I think. No bad roll that time. Yeah, we did still get the stack wipe, though. Good, good, good. Hey, no sieging my land. How dare you. I think when we have long-standing borders, like when we don't expect to expand for a long time, so for example, when we expand up to this mountain range here, we probably don't really want to expand this way for a long time, because communication efficiency through this mountainous, wooded area is really tough. Ah, right, we can't get to them there, of course. Alright, time to take the fight to them at sea then. We won't take the really damaged galley, but we'll take the rest. And all we have to do is kill one of their ships before they kill one of ours, and then hide in the port again, and we're good. Truce with the Ottomans has ended. Ooh. Ooh, Ottomans. What's their mission? Conquer Konya. Still? That rings a bell. I think they already had that all the time. Let's go after him. I think we should jump on them right now before they get any alliances or get any bigger. We should just eliminate the Ottomans before they have a chance to become a threat. Really, they should take it as a compliment. I'm killing them because I respect them. I consider them a worthy adversary. Looks like we're about to take out one of their galleys, but one of ours is dropping too. Oh no, that's actually a cog. I'm going to let the cog die. Oh, but one of our galleys is dropping along with it. Did we get their cog? I think we did. National recovery has expired, which means it's time to cycle mission. Yeah, okay. We'll flee now. Our 21 is probably going to hit the bottom before theirs does. So another one of theirs lost. None of ours lost. That's the way you play the game. Hey, Ottomans. You have a level 3 fort. It won't save you. We're going to do imperial reconquest. Shouldn't have let me trap you on the mainland. Really, it's your own fault. We'll let them lock. And then we'll go get them. The last gasp of the Ottomans. So we still need to remove this succession by the sword and disorganized military thing. Now remind me, military administration. Yeah, we can do this. We just have to get some manpower. So shortly, we should try and get some more manpower. Cool. What was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh yeah, we were thinking about doing a pogrom. Force heretics to convert. Yeah. We might try this. I'll look at the... It's a very drastic step, as the pop-up reminds you. Maybe we should do it when we have more manpower in the bank and that kind of thing. Some more cores over here. Nice. Gosh, they're putting up a serious fight. Their superior morale, great general, but it won't be enough. And the fact that it took their morale so long to go down means we actually managed to kill almost every single one of them. In fact, every single one of them. Fielded here on the 27th. Alright, well, I'm prepared to wait. There we go, got him. And we'll get this guy next. Cool. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. Don't need this fort active right now. I think I should delete this fort. I don't think it's really very necessary. It is helping with the urban gravity in the province, but I'm not paying for 0.1 urban gravity with a whole ducat a month. Oh, they've reduced the base cost of forts. I didn't know they'd done that. It's normally 0.5 and 1 for the lowest tier of fort. Cool. I think we're going to get rid of that fort. Prusa, I think it's good at the moment for stopping people moving right and left across here. It also prevents people from walking across the strait from the south. And if they walk across it from the north, they have to go to Prusa. Another good battle against the Ottoman. Let's get them. Good. This is dry lands, isn't it? Naive relative. Compromise side by defense. Bothers me not at all. It does take a long time to repair ships in this mod. That's why there's a good case to build a couple of... How did they... You shouldn't... I didn't think you were able to finish training troops in a province where there was an ongoing battle. I'm going to freaking lose because they managed to train an extra troop. That's ridiculous. Ugh. I mean, that does kind of make sense. You should be able to train more troops even if you're in an ongoing battle, I guess. But still, that's annoying. Let's turn on this fort so they can't chase us. How long for the war dynamism here? May. Too bad. Right. Our court level's downgraded. No! Even with all that. Yeah, still going down. So the court at the moment is going down by... I don't know what the base decay rate of the court is the problem. I've looked. There doesn't seem to be anything which says what the base decay rate is anywhere in game. And I've looked online. And some people say 5, some people say 10. Let's increase the annual funding. Assuming the base decay rate is 5%, and then the burghers are taking up to 5%. Let's just check the other privileges to make sure there's nothing else here about the court. And we'll check the privileges of the other estates as well. Not that I can see. Greater nobles. Also not that I can see. So it should be, at most, if the base rate is 5%, decay base is 5%, and they're getting the maximum from the burghers, which is another 5%, so 10% decay rate. Then if we gave 11 a year, we should be able to get it up to 110 stipend. So giving them 12 a year, let's see if it stays stable at like 110. Okay, so they're sieging this down. But we've got pretty good fort defense now. Low legitimacy, part of a state. Gulf of Izmit. What is that? Ah, it's just a harbour. Cool. Of course, having a natural harbour makes it harder to siege the place because it's got more easy supplies being brought in, I guess. That would only really apply if the castle was on the coast, but I guess that happens to be the case here, or that's just assumed to be the case. Either way. Too many military leaders, because we have one, because our court level was granting us some more. The other thing I don't know is, does the court wealth update every month? Because you put money into it every month. So let's check. Court 129.338. They have more maneuver than me, but I'm pretty sure I can cross this against them without any problem. Oop, wrong one. No, it hasn't gone up. Okay, so it doesn't increase each month. Or if it does, if it's supposed to, then it's broken. Alright, come back here, Ottomans. I've got 2-to-1 odds. Surely I can break you now. Alright, we're catching them in the woods. Don't really want to catch them in the woods. I think the only reason they beat us was because of the morale problem that we were having. Because we'd fought too many battles in a row. Getting here on the 5th, that's fine. It's after the tick, we should be almost at full. Alright, come on, Ottomans. See, this is, I've told you, they're a threat. We need to deal with them. Right, we've got 100% war score. Can war dynamism happen if it's under siege? I don't know. But it could happen any moment, so we'll see. Surely. 2-to-1 odds. Superior discipline. Superior tactics. Alright, good. There they go. And because they had so much morale, they end up actually fighting to the death. Something you don't see much in vanilla. Is that you can have so much morale, so much more morale, they actually keep on fighting until they just get totally annihilated. Alright, well, the war with the Catholic League down here, they're all Catholic, aren't they? No, actually, it looks like Athens has... No, they are Catholic. Right, it's just showing us this because I'm occupying it and I'm Orthodox, that's right. So the Catholic League down here will be defeated in the next episode, as well as the final destruction of the Ottomans. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.